Ian, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
But we have a scumbag
Seller
of the
week.
This is a cascading scumbag seller of the week. We're going to do this in layers this week.
I'd like to thank Dave LaBeef for bringing this to our attention because this is a good one and it would have passed us right by.
I think it's also starting to make the rounds on Reddit. I saw someone mention this was on Reddit. I don't have the Reddit thread though, so I think people are realizing this is bad. This comes from eBay seller Anqua 4892 ANQUA 4892. They are selling graded, sealed Pokemon Game Boy Advance games. On the servers, you'd be like, Pat and Ian, you guys are too hard on sealed collecting. Come over to our side, talk to us, see that there are good sealed collectors out there. I get these emails and comments all the time. You might be right in some cases, but this, Ian, what is this?
Liquid Crystal version, Game Boy Advance. This is a ROM hack Pokemon game. Not licensed, released by Retro Now, I believe is the company. And there are many graded versions of this game on eBay, graded by Wata.
This person has at least 3 we see here.
Yeah, I have no idea why you would grade packaged ROM hacks.
No, I don't. I don't know why someone would pay to get them graded. I don't know why you'd sell them. I don't know who'd want to buy these.
Right.
They're also selling another one that's a pirate game. This Pokemon Red HD version. So I looked into it a little bit, and I guess it's using the later engines for the earlier games.
It's using the Game Boy Color engine for Red and Blue, I believe,
for the black and white games. So these are obviously illegal products. We talked about this before. So this isn't really. Oh, there's another one. I keep finding them on there. This is listed. Pokemon Green, Game Boy VGDB Limited Homebrew is also there. If you click on this seller, click on just the seller's other items. I think I have the link right there. So they're selling another one from another, I think, website selling that, and then from another website, which we'll get into, they're selling a box Star Fox 2. That was an unreleased game that was completed, that was included on the Super Nintendo Mini. There. So there's a box version on there, a 9.6 A++. I hope it's a 9.6 A++. It's a brand new fucking game that was just produced recently.
You would think that it would be, hopefully, if manufacturing standards were up to snuff.
So this is mainly what this seller is selling. There's some other stuff like they're
selling a Pokemon Green, which never came out in the US. Liquid Crystal, the Star Fox 2, Stone Protectors.
That was a Pico Interactive
release.
A Super Mario.
I mean, so whatever. That's a Pico Interactive. I mean,
that's a legitimate product, but a lot of these other ones are not. Okay, so I did not realize this was a new thing, and we'll get back to Wata in a little bit. I didn't realize there were sites that were sprouting up selling this shit, this fucking garbage.
Oh, we've covered that before. I mean, I've not to this level with boxes and printed manuals and stuff, but we've definitely covered the ROM hacks
that are sealed up, but they're doing limited print runs of these.
Right.
They're like, so if I went to, I got the link to the Retro Now. They're all, I think, sold out. These are like limited to, I think, like 1,000 of these, a couple of these. 100 in this case. So like the Pokemon Liquid Crystal version HD, free advertising, asshole. A limited release of 100 copies of Liquid Crystal HD were released by Retro Now in 2021. They released 100 of them. So this is how they're making, and $80 each for this shit. 80 for probably AliExpress a level of quality garbage. $80, Ian. They're getting this shit printed and brought over here. So they made Pat math, 80 times 100 is 8,000. They probably wouldn't sell this shit at all, Ian, if this wasn't like, there's only 100. So they're trying to create a speculative market for a pirate game.
Right. I have no problem with ROM hacks and people having fun with them, but like throw that shit on your flash cart and play it.
Yeah.
It's the selling of it that drives me nuts.
And now you're trying to make it a limited thing. Like, why is it limited?
And then you grade it to try to make it
super limited.
It's insane. It's the collecting disease personified.
It's okay. you have someone who doesn't own the rights to this is making a counterfeit item or an illegal item. It's not technically counterfeit. It's not copying a game, but whatever. It's an illegal pirated game. They don't own the rights to it. Now, instead of even just saying, we're going to sell as many as we can make, or even 1,000, we're going to do 100, knowing that we're going to have some people speculate on this. I don't know who's interested in this shit, an unofficial Pokemon. Do you know any friends of yours that are into Pokemon that were like an unofficial, unlicensed product like this?
I mean, maybe if they saw it for like $5, $10, but they're not out there buying this shit for 80.
For $80. Okay.
They'd pick it up if it was at a flea market.
Sure. Oh, this is interesting. We'll just pick it up for $10. Right?
Yeah.
So $80. So then that person now in their mind, oh, I got to spend $40, $50, $60 to get this graded. So I'm going to do that. So I'm now $140 in. And now, Ian, I'm going to throw it on eBay for how much they're trying to get on eBay for this shit.
Depends on which one you're looking at. They have a 9.6 A plus they're trying to get $950 for. They have a 9.8 A plus that they want $1,200 for, and then they have a 9.8 A plus plus. Can I find it? It's $2,500. $2,550
or best offer. So wow, that extra plus gets you another $1,300.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna have someone every time I bring up the pluses, someone says, "Oh, there's a difference between an A plus and a plus plus." Bite me. We could get a fucking microscope to see the difference between the level of seals. I think I commented, was there going to be a third plus at some point? A plus, plus, plus? I mean, imagine getting a grade in school. Oh, you got an A plus. You know, this Freddie, though, got an A plus plus.
Good for Freddie.
You just got an A plus.
Yeah, I know.
It's silly.
It's silly.
They try to create these arbitrary divisions more and more to pump up these certain subsections, and it's nuts. So, Retro Now, I didn't know about. They sell entire Pokemon Super Nintendo systems. Yeah, these look like garbage. The art is garbage. You see this, like if you go to the website, Pokemon Super Nintendo, they have 6 different colored cards here. So they sell this shit. This Fishy Games shit, Fishy Games is selling...
Fishy Face Games.
Fishy Face Games is selling...
That's the Star Fox 2.
The Star Fox 2. And so when you go to that site, they have an Instagram here, and they're just, I don't know how they get away with this. This is what annoys me more. They have 4,000 followers for this shit on Instagram, showing off, oh, we got all this new pirated stuff in stock. Here you go. Look at all this garbage. So that's fine, Ian, but then there's this harrowing picture to me, at least in my opinion. The third pic, you see the link there? I put the Instagram
Sorry,
link.
I'm looking at the Pokemon Super Nintendo ones. Which one?
The Fishy Face Games on Instagram. The third picture, they're showing off 3 boxes
of donor
boards from real games that were destroyed, and they're bragging about that. Oh, we got these donations in. I think it was for a Final Fantasy project or something. That these are real games being fucking obliterated for this shit.
Yeah, that does not look good at all. That is rough.
Bothersome. You can get these games made from scratch. I don't know why you still need donor cards in 2022. I just don't. I don't know why. I guess it's cheaper if you get them. Don't donate your stuff to this. Don't donate real games to this shit. It's depressing. But yeah. So they've been selling this shit for years. I didn't know about this stuff, but it's just bothersome to me. So Fishy Face Games, Retro Now, Anqua 4892 are Scumbag Sellers of the Week, which leads us back to
Wata.
Go, Ian. Yeah.
I already said my problem with Wata. My problem is that they're grading these. They're part. By grading this, they're part of the problem when it comes to bootleg games.
They are legitimizing the existence
bootleg
of
games.
this shit.
Yes.
They're not only legitimizing it, they're monetizing it. They're making money off of it.
That's right. And
they're trying to create a new segment of a collecting hobby that's already been mired in controversy.
Yep.
You can say the word mired, very least mired in heavy controversy. There's a class action lawsuit coming on because of their shenanigans that have happened. And now they do this. And we brought this up before. Even before the changing of the guard, we don't know when these were graded. I don't know when these were graded.
Yeah.
A year,
we have
2 years
no
ago.
clue.
So we don't know.
Remember when, I mean, one of the first
Time Walk games was what?
Yeah, that one was interesting to me. And then they did the they graded that fucking repro of Bubble Bath Babes. Remember, it was just a
Make sure I got that.
We definitely talked about it. It was a handmade cartridge with bubble bath babes on it.
Okay, I don't remember specifically, but okay. But because they do sell reproductions of those, you can buy those.
No, this was like a fucking cartridge that had it like flashed on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's bad. Was like a red cart? I'm trying to remember that one. Here's the point. This gets to the heart of the issue of, and I'm not saying this is all sealed game collectors. Please don't send me comments or emails about this. I beg you, because it's tiresome. But this is who you're getting into bed with, whether you like it or not. When you're trafficking in the sealed game market, this is the company you have to get in bed with in order to accomplish your collecting goals. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm not saying you caused this, but you are helping prop up this business every time you are buying and selling one of these Wata graded games. They don't give a shit about video game history or the collecting community. They just care about dollars and cents as much as their PR fluff letters would like to lead you astray to believe otherwise. That's the bottom line. And unfortunately, that trickles down into the speculators and some of the collector community. You may say, Pat, this is not me. I just like graded games. You are getting intertwined with all of this. When the vast majority of us have this opinion, and it's the vast majority, our opinion is not the exact opinion of every retro game collector, but we represent the majority opinion on this from everyone we've talked to and from our experience. The vast majority. This is what happens. You get, again, you're drawn into the mire that we talked about.
Yes.
Of all of this. You have to live with that. I'm not saying that you're gonna look in the mirror and have a life change. It's not that serious, but understand where we are coming from when we talk about this stuff.